somewhere in the middle of laughing about all this and being mad about all this, I just had to be like, okay, this is just the way it is in this season for my life. How can I steward this? Not how can I erase all of this? And I don't want to be ashamed of growing older. As a matter of fact, I want to grow older in grace. And that's why I've decided that I'm not going to speak against myself. Gaining belly fat in perimenopause and menopause, even while eating trim healthy and doing all the right things? Feeling exhausted, inflamed, and so done with the scale? Hey, I'm Chris Honeycutt, Jesus follower, trim healthy coach, and your midlife hype girl. I believe God didn't design you to live stuck, bloated, or burned out. This podcast helps you partner with your hormones, ditch the belly fat, and finally feel strong, calm, and confident in a body you actually enjoy living in. If you are ready to stop fighting your body and start working with it, I would love to invite you to join us inside the Belly Fat Breakthrough membership. It isn't another diet, it isn't another restrictive plan, and it's definitely not another program that leaves you on your own. Inside, you'll receive a monthly belly fat roadmap, meal ideas and fuel guidelines, a simple movement plan, weekly coaching and implementation sessions, and support from women who understand exactly what you're going through. Imagine waking up every day knowing what to eat, knowing how to move your body, understanding what actually matters most for fat loss after 40, and having the confidence that comes from finally following a plan that makes sense for this season of life. The goal isn't just losing weight. The goal is losing the overwhelm, the confusion, the frustration, and replacing it with confidence, strength, energy, and consistency. If that sounds like what you've been looking for, come join us inside the Belly Fat Breakthrough membership. Go to getyourtrimon.com/membership and let's tackle belly fat together. Hello, my friends, and welcome to Menopause Makeover. Today, I have a funny little story. This hit me. I went into my bathroom. I don't even think anybody was around at my house, and I was just mindlessly going into my bathroom, doing, the things, getting ready for the next whatever I had going on. And then I realized, oh my gosh, my eyebrows. Oh, I haven't been able to I used to get my eyebrows and my lip waxed, but I'm on a little break right now. I'm trying to save money. And so, now I'm like, oh, my eyebrows look terrible. Oh, look at my hair, how am I going to pluck it? Like, what am I going to do? And I, for a split second, I got mad. I just got mad. I was like, why? And so this is a funny story. So my husband, he calls, and this is kind of crude, but he calls like the flesh, okay, our body, this body here, this tent, right? He calls it the carcass, which is probably not very nice, right? But it's a funny little joke that we have. It's just, we got to take care of the carcass, right? Well, of course, it's not dead, it's alive, but it's this tent, right? But so what I was just mad. I thought, this would be a really good podcast where I'm probably not the only one who feels this way. And I just wanted to do a rant. I wanted to rant, and I was like, okay, Chris, you can rant, but you cannot stay in the rant. Okay. I don't mind a 5-minute rant, but if I go into negativity, that is not good, right? I can get into that negative space and be discontent, and that is not pleasing to my Lord. It is not helpful to my life, my situation, or anybody that I'm around. It's not helping anything. So I didn't want to stay there, but I did want to go in a little rant. So I kind of cleaned it up a little bit for you guys so it didn't sound so terrible. But here's what I was thinking. When did I become a full-time maintenance project? Like, seriously, like, this is my job, right? Because nobody prepared me for midlife. My mom is the most glass half full person. I actually don't even want to pop her bubble because she is so happy and capable at 78 and only sees the positive. Like, I never heard anything negative. Well, I take that back. I will take that back. For her, it was the weight gain and it was her neck. And oh my gosh, I'm like the neck thing. I have sun damage on my neck and it looks it's like chicken skin and it's red. And all these years of my mom saying, wear sunscreen, that I wore baby oil with iodine. Anybody else do that back in the day? I baked my poor body. I was not listening. And you know what? So it's funny, even though I said nobody prepares me for midlife, I probably wouldn't have listened anyway, right? You only start listening when you start having pain or a problem. But anyway, when I was younger, getting ready, what did you do? Like brush your teeth, put your hair back in a ponytail or a hat, and maybe put on some mascara, maybe. But now I feel like I am managing a small medical spa. So let's see. Here, this is only part of what I got going on, okay? I got hormone injections. So I've got progesterone, I've got estrogen, I've got testosterone. Then I've got the collagen assist cream. Then I've got the hormone creams for the down there part, right? Then I've got creams for the sun damage that I created back in the 80s, because I love to just bake myself. Then I'm dermaplaning. I've got these little hairs and they're on my chin and like peach fuzz down the side of my face. Like, where did that come from? Is that from testosterone? I don't know. So I'm dermaplaning, which it does get rid of the peach fuzz. I will say that, but it's not permanent. I can't use it to get rid of my mustache or my eyebrows or anything like that. And then the gray hair. So I'm about 75% gray. And then at some point in time, I became allergic to hair color. And I did go gray for a while, and I liked it for a little bit. And then it was just so mousy looking to me. It wiped my face out. I'm like, I'm going to color it again. And then I had to find a natural color. And then, we're talking about like the wiry, how my hair, first of all, is falling out. Okay. Came back in. Now it's all wiry. The makeup that has to be different. The old makeup, I used to be able to do very minimal makeup. And now any makeup like settles into all the wrinkles. And I know I'm talking very vain here, but also I do think it's wonderful that we want to make ourselves look beautiful and adorn ourselves with, healthy, good things and be beautiful, but not focusing on this to a negative extent. But you do look in the mirror. I do have a magnifying glass, and it's like, wow, things are really different. Hi, friend. If you are struggling with stubborn belly fat, low energy, and hormone symptoms, and a body that feels completely different than it did 10 years ago, I want you to hear this. You are not failing. You are navigating a season that requires a different approach. Most women try to solve midlife weight gain by eating less, exercising harder, and relying on the same strategies that worked in their 20s and 30s. But midlife is not about working harder, my friend. It's about working smarter. And that is why I created the Belly Fat Breakthrough membership. Every month, you'll receive a clear roadmap that shows you exactly what to eat, how to move your body, and what to focus on next. You'll get meal ideas and fuel guidelines designed for women over 40, strategic strength building workouts, weekly coaching and implementation sessions, and a community that helps you stay consistent when motivation fades. You'll finally know what to eat, how to exercise, you'll understand what's happening with your changing body, and you'll stop trying to figure everything out by yourself, because lasting results happen faster when you have a plan and support. That's exactly what we're building inside the Belly Fat Breakthrough membership. Learn more at getyourtrimon.com/membership. And while we're being honest, panty liners. Okay, I'm getting a bladder tacked up. I've had this issue for over 5 years. It's like every single day I'm dealing with that. Eventually going to go to diapers, but that's why I'm getting a surgery. Nobody really talks about that, right? So congratulations, on turning 50. Here's your complimentary package of bladder leakage and all the things. And nobody warned me that sneezing, would be an Olympic event, or even jumping, of course jumping, but my rebounder, like I've got 2 minutes in me on the rebounder, and then I have to take a little break, and it used to just be so easy. Everything was easier, I'll say. And now, going to bed, 52 supplements to help me sleep, and then the 3-hour wind down time, and don't eat dinner before bed, and it needs to be cold, and then wear your blue blockers, and then don't have blue light. And then, just all the things. I could keep going on, right? I could keep going on, but Oh, the new thing, like mouth taping, like, no, I can't even do that. I can stay off my phone. That's a really good thing because that is not helpful. But some of these things, I feel like I'm preparing for a NASA launch instead of going to sleep. And, if you go in my bathroom and you look at all the stuff in there, and half the stuff, listen, I don't even finish using, and I just throw it away. I'm thinking I am just throwing away money right here. Now, I have found some things that work, and I have tried to minimalize it, but I have to say, I can be good at, let me just try this to see. Let me just try this. If you're in a similar boat, welcome to the club, right? Somewhere in the middle of laughing about all this and being mad about all this, I just had to be like, okay, this is just the way it is in this season for my life. How can I steward this? Not how can I erase all of this? And I don't want to be ashamed of growing older. As a matter of fact, I want to grow older in grace. And that's why I've decided that I'm not going to speak against myself. I'm not going to say the things that I hear my mom saying on purpose because it's not good for me to speak those things over myself. If I want to color my hair, wonderful. If I want it to go gray, wonderful. Using hormone therapy has been a game changer. So I had to shift to just thankfulness. Lifting weights helps me carry my grandchildren. If taking care of my skin helps me, feel better about myself and smile more, wonderful. Let's do it. But none of these things really are about me chasing 25 again. It's really about learning how to honor 58 without being a maintenance project, right? And so there's a difference. So I think sometimes we spend so much energy frustrated about all the maintenance that we forget the privilege behind it, that every gray hair reminds me I've lived. Every wrinkle reminds me that I've smiled. Every adjustment reminds me I'm still here. And honestly, I'd rather spend a few extra minutes taking care of the body that God gave me than wish I still had the body I had 30 years ago. Because this season has taught me things my younger body never could. It has taught me patience, humility, wisdom, and that I should never, ever sneeze without crossing my legs. And friends, if you're feeling like midlife has become one long list of maintenance, you're not alone. We're figuring all this out together. So when you're putting you're putting on the creams, you're doing the supplements, you're finding your readers, you're setting your blue blockers, you're getting your magnesium, you're taking your progesterone, all the things, making sure you have all the things done, just smile. Not because getting older is easy, but because growing older is a gift that not everyone gets to receive. And if we're going to be here, let's be strong enough to enjoy it. Let's laugh a little more. Let's complain a little less. Let's take care of these amazing bodies God entrusted to us. And remember, we're not high maintenance. We're simply high mileage. Did you know that I have a free community of women in midlife just like you? Busy women who are working hard to lose weight with the Trim Healthy plan but feel hijacked by hormones and unexplained weight gain. I share menopause tips, superfood spotlights, delicious recipes, and so much more. Come join us at facebook.com/groups/get your trim on.